Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time today. They'll go to the ground. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
So the Washington Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
That's reeled in, it's Harris. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, Hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Williams will pass. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next.
And that ball's free behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Williams looking for a man. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen, almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Motion from the wideout. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively...
Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll give it to the back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to power it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Tennessee opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. Third and long, on any given play, they can take it the distance. They do run.
Beck's going for the goal line. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Got a man. It's strong.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up end. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go right back to him. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to set up the screen. Breaks headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll do it himself. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on second and goal. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Boston College is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that.
Oh, he's got some space. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Line is set on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. He's out past the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they're not on the same page there.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. That should be the final play of the first half. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And that is beautiful execution by the defense. What do I do with that option? String him along. Don't let him make a quick decision. Don't let it be obvious. Did a good job slow playing it, stretching it out, everybody being able to run to the football, use the sideline as a defender. Nice job by the defense.
Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Otten. And boy, is he close to that first down. Just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a... Let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got his man on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running the red zone. It's Martin. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Slams ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Martin. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating